entire world, screening of some 300 to 400 films in this city. And for sports, Toronto's got it all the way from the Honda Indy to professional baseball, hockey, football, basketball, and soccer. You don't have to have winning teams to win. I mean, what do you have? Every 50 years you'll get a Stanley Cup, so stop griping. Now, not surprisingly, this wonderful quality of life, temperate climate, and critical mass makes Toronto a magnet for highly skilled workers. Toronto is the best educated workforce in the G8. Our healthcare costs are publicly funded. Of course, that allows us to have the lowest labor cost of all North American centers. Toronto also has the lowest R&D cost in all of North America, making it a haven for innovation. Remember, this is the city of Banting and Best, founders of insulin. It's also a magnet for immigration, attracting 43% of all new immigrants to Canada. And as for the business environment, Toronto is a world-class center for business. Here's one for you. The city of Toronto has a bigger GDP than the city of Hong Kong and the entire country of Finland and Ireland. Its reputation is particularly strong in the financial services sector. Headquartered for the 5 largest domestic banks, 44 foreign bank subsidies, 119 security firms, 61 mutual fund companies, 6 of Canada's top insurers, 2 of those insurers amongst the top 10 in the world, home to 58 pension funds, 5 of Canada's biggest pension plans with combined assets of $300 billion, and you throw in Brookfield Asset Management for another $90 billion. TSX is the 3rd largest exchange in all of North America, and the TSX is #1 in the world in the listing of mining and oil and gas firms. And our institutions are world class. The WEF has rated our banks the soundest in the world for 2 years in a row. Standard & Poor's recently analyzed the risk-adjusted capital of 45 of the world's largest banks. The 4 surveyed from Canada were in the top 12. Moody's has rated only 3 banks in North America as AAA. 2 are Canadian, TD and Royal, and the 3rd is in New York and is run by a Canadian. And our banks are growing right across North America and around the world, creating even more jobs here in Toronto, where they're all headquartered. In the case of our bank, TD, we now have almost as many branches spread across the United States and Canada. I think we're the 10th largest retail bank in the United States with over 1,000 branches. Funny little anecdote. Last fall, a cruise ship pulled into St. John, New Brunswick. And the cruise ship terminal is right in front of the TD branch in St. John. And the TD manager was out for a walk, and she overheard one passenger saying to the other, "See, I told you, they even have TD Bank up here in Canada now." You can see why Margaret Atwood had it right when she said the border's a one-way mirror. We see the United States, and they see the United States. And these banks of ours are growing all across North America at a very, very rapid rate. So when you add it all up, it's little wonder that Toronto is the 3rd largest financial center in North America, just behind New York and Chicago, and it's the fastest growing financial center in North America. Drives directly, something like and indirectly, 500,000 jobs. Now let's not gloss over the stunning weight of the not as well known non-bank financial sector. The Toronto-based institutional investment community is seen in the world as the most sophisticated in its category. Take Onyx, has been at the forefront of private equity investing in North America. Take Brookfield Asset Management. 85% of its $90 billion of assets are located in 20 other countries and 4 continents around the world. It includes the largest privately owned hydropower business in the entire world and the largest assembly of office space in the entire world. It owns the world's 3rd largest port in the United Kingdom and is a big owner of the largest coal export terminal in the world in Australia. Our pension funds are world powerhouses. OMERS has over $12 billion in assets dedicated to global infrastructure investments. The most exciting new oil and gas discovery in the world is in Brazil. Big owner of that is Teachers. Canada Pension Plan is bidding for EDF Energy, a giant UK electrical distribution company. Ontario Teachers close to buying a British education company. Canada Pension Plan recently landed Scotland's largest shopping centre. Teachers is mulling a stake in the Bristol Airport. Transurban, an Australian toll road, has sought bids from our Canadian pension funds. Teachers are now buying into the mortgage insurance markets. If you look at the headlines every day, the headlines around the world are about Toronto-based financial institutions. And it's not just financial services that makes Toronto an economic powerhouse. Toronto is home to 40% of Canada's head offices, home to 9 out of 10 of Canada's largest law firms, home to 9 out of 10 of the top accounting firms, 10 out of 10 leading HR firms, has the 3rd largest biotech center in North America, 3rd largest information technology cluster in North America, 4th largest health network in North America, and it has critical mass. The total population that resides within a 500-mile radius of this metro area is 120 million people. It's greater than that of any other North American city. And if that's not enough, consider these oddities. The path that you all know that we walk in underground holds the Guinness World Record for the biggest underground shopping complex in the world. And that's not all. Yonge Street holds the Guinness World Record for the longest street in the world. And the Caravana Festival holds the record for the longest festival parade in the world. And having been there today, I suspect the Don Valley Parkway holds the record for the biggest paved parking lot in the world. But seriously, to a guy from New Brunswick who spent his life marketing the tidal bore, one of the most aptly named attractions in the world, Magnetic Hill and Reversing Falls, marketing Toronto would be a dream assignment with all of these things you've got going on. And the really beautiful thing about Toronto is that the fish are jumping into the boat. In 2010, Toronto and the area will host the G8, the most prestigious geopolitical event in the world. Also in 2010, we'll host the G20 with more than 30 delegations, hundreds of thousands of people, and up to 50,000 hotel nights. And most importantly of all, the eyes of the world will be upon us. In 2011, Toronto hosts the International Indian Film Academy Awards. These Bollywood Oscars will have a viewership of some 350 million people worldwide. First time ever, they've been held in North America for the Indian film industry, which is the largest film industry in the world. In 2014, Toronto will host World Pride with an expected attendance of over 1 million. And the cherry on the cake, in 2015, Toronto will host the Pan American Games. They'll be held in Toronto for the very first time with an expected attendance of over 10,000 athletes, 250,000 visitors, and hundreds of millions of viewers around the world. But truly, I know you're saying it all can't be that great for Toronto. Well, of course there are shortcomings. There are shortcomings everywhere. Every city has them, but the biggest single shortcoming is the very flip side of our success. Because things are really pretty good in Toronto. And it's hard when things are pretty good to create a sense of urgency. It's hard to create a burning platform. It's hard to create a sense of crisis. Some of the most transformational change in the world has come about as a result of extraordinary stress. The reconstruction of Japan and Germany are examples of that. Finland, which had a major meltdown with Russia being lost as a trading partner, turned around and invested in information technology and in education and became a world powerhouse, the best educated population in the world under every single metric. It's #1 in the world in math, #1 in the world in reading, leads the planet in competitiveness. Israel is another terrific example. When you think about Israel, it's back to the sea, it's front of the desert, surrounded by enemies, without any drop of oil in a land of oil. You would think that country would be in a huge amount of trouble. But Silicon Wadi, as it's called, is the largest single cluster of technology companies outside the United States of America. And why did all of that happen? Well, Tom Friedman of the New York Times was in Israel, and he was visiting one of the universities and asked one of the professors, what is Israel doing to make it such a success? And the professor answered, well, he said very simply, Israel has struck oil. And Friedman said, there's no oil in Israel, what are you talking about? And the professor pointed to all of the students in the room, and he said, these are our oil wells.